Yeah. Hey, yo, Black, it's time. Word. Word, it's timing. It's time, man. Alright, begin. Yeah. Straight out the fucking dungeon.
Hey now, what's up everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and as a part of my Black History Month reviews, I decided to review New Jack City. New Jack City is a 1991 film that was directed by Mario Van Peebles. And the plot is, it's set in New York City, where we meet Nino Brown, played by Wesley Snipes. And Nino Brown is this big-time drug lord who had these big ideas, right, to be a drug dealer and to sell crack and cocaine, and man, did it work. He's so successful, his business is flourishing, he's making millions of dollars, and he's seemingly doing it so easily, right? The cops aren't really on him. He's clear. He's running the streets full of fear and the people who need crack. Like, everything's going perfectly for him until we meet Scotty, played by Ice-T, who is sick of it. He's sick of it. He's hell-bent on stopping Nino Brown once and for all. Now, what I think of New Jack City is, this movie, I like this movie a lot. I do. There's a lot of things I like about this movie. First things first, let's talk about the performances, the actors, because Wesley Snipes as Nino Brown is amazing. He is. He plays this drug lord, kingpin, man in charge, authority figure in this drug life. He plays that so well. He's so convincing, not only with his charisma, he does have a certain amount of likability factor to him, which is weird because he does some heinous and fucked up things in this movie so many different times, but it's Wesley Snipes, so you like to watch him, but you also hate to see some of the things that he does. For example, not only is one of his close personal friends, G-Money, played by Alan Payne, not only is he sleeping around with his woman, but there comes a point in the film where all of this chaos is going on. Basically, somebody has ordered a hit on Wesley Snipes, and there's a shootout, and he grabs a little girl, like a little girl, and he uses her as like a fucking shield. And there's gunfire going on, and he has the girl in front of him, and you're sitting there like, wow. Out of all the fucked up things that he's done, out of all the people that we've seen him kill, out of all the things that he's doing to the streets and the people, that's one of the most heinous things a character can do. Wow. That just goes to show you that he only gives a fuck about himself. And he can come off scary in the scenes where he's talking to his group, and if they fuck up or if they do something that he doesn't like, and he comes off as somebody who can snap at any moment, kill them whenever he wants, even his closest friends. Like I said, G-Money is played by Alan Payne, who they have almost a brother-like relationship. They're childhood friends. They've started this business together. They call it the CMB, the Cash Money Brothers, and they're close. And you would think that Alan Payne is his right-hand man, and he is in some ways, but like I said, Wesley Snipes doesn't give a fuck. He's fucking around with his girl, not even behind his back, because that would be a certain level of fucked up. It's even worse that he does it blatantly and openly in front of his face, doesn't care if it upsets him. He thinks it shouldn't upset him, it's only a fucking woman, right? Well, obviously, G-Money does get a little bit upset by this, and that causes some tension between the group. But a character that I really want to talk about is Ice-T, who plays Scotty. And Scotty is an undercover police officer who... It's funny that everybody made it such a big deal when Ice-T started playing a cop on Law & Order. Everybody was like, what? This guy with his past and his rap songs and all that stuff that was against the police, now he's playing a cop. Well, he did it first here, and he's actually really good in the film, and I like his character because he is hardened. You can tell he comes from the streets, or at least he can pull off being somebody that's on the streets and infiltrating a group like this, which he eventually tries to do. But I also like his reasoning. The big reason why he's so hell-bent on going after Nino Brown, why he hates Wesley Snipes, oh so much. It has to do with the death and the killing of his mother years and years ago, and you instantly buy that. You instantly go like, yeah, this makes sense. And not only that, but Chris Rock in this movie as Pookie. Chris Rock, he's playing this guy who's, at the beginning, he's hooked on crack and he has it really bad. He looks like shit. He's acting like shit. And Ice-T tries to help him out. He puts him in rehab and tries to get him through these meetings and actually sort of rehabilitates him. And I like that. This might be one of the best Chris Rock performances I've seen, at least in a long time, even though this is an old performance. But still, I liked it. I bought it. I felt for him and how much crack fucked him up really bad and how much he wanted to change that. And I even liked that after he got cleaned up, he instantly wanted to help the cops. He wanted to make a difference. He wanted to matter, I guess, in life. And so he wants to help them go in the group and maybe get some intel and information. So I liked all that. Also, I kind of like what this movie is about. I mean, maybe some people might say that it's a little too on the nose or it's a little too much about this. I don't mind it though. It's something that was very prevalent at the time. I'm talking about the drug problems, the crack problems that were going on the streets and affecting a lot of people. And so I get it. Why not make a movie about something that is true and relevant for the time, how it's probably still relevant today, and make a big issue out of it. Show just how bad it is, how much fucked up it is, and how much these other people who are making the shit or selling the shit are flourishing and how much it's ruining other people's lives. I liked it. I was into it. But also, one thing that this movie, I guess, is responsible for, I might be wrong because I'm not too familiar with what they call the New Jack Swing. And this was a period in time, the early 90s, where hip-hop music, or maybe R&B music, whatever you want to call it, started this new type of sound, new type of music, and it was called the New Jack Swing. And you hear a lot of music, a lot of this type of music in this film, and so I'm holding this movie responsible. And I like that type of music. I do. I always wonder why it didn't last any longer. Maybe people got sick of it after a while, but still, it's a cool sounding type of songs that were in here, and so I enjoyed it. I enjoyed this movie clearly a lot. I really enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think of New Jack City? Do you like it as much as I do? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later.